Yesterday morning we saw the wonderful truth that God delights in those that are his. This morning in Romans chapter 8 we see another beautiful truth for those of us who are believers, who are Christians, and it's this: that God who is high and above all things, God who is infinitely wise and powerful, dwells within his children. Listen to this from Romans chapter 8 verse 9, talking to the believer: you, however, are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if in fact the Spirit of God dwells in you. Anyone who does not have the Spirit of Christ does not belong to him. So Paul is clear again: if you are driven by the flesh, if your desires are to gratify your flesh, to seek out good for just your own benefit, then you are not in Christ. But if you are driven by the Spirit and the things of the Spirit, then you are one of his. And in fact, Paul says the Spirit of God dwells in you. That word dwell there is the Greek word oikos. And it means to abide or to dwell, or literally to make residence in something, to make a home in something. That is what God has shown us in his word this morning. And don't pass over just the magnificent truth and the magnitude of what he is saying. That God is pleased to dwell, to make a home within you. Allow that truth to encourage you today. That you are a sinner, but at the same time, God is pleased to make a home within you. Allow yourself to be driven by the things of the Spirit today, knowing that you can, because God is present with you. That has been his desire right from the beginning, to make a home with his people. And because of Jesus' death and resurrection, that is now true for you if you are his. Jesus Christ, God dwells with his people.